Hello and good morning to everybody over at All American Garage Floor Coating. My name is Josh Nelson here at Midwest Valley Marketing. Spoke to you on Facebook. It's been great chatting with you. But like I said, I wanted to kind of do some research and figure out a little bit more about your industry and kind of where we can push you in the right direction for your business. So with that being said, we're going to go over this audit here that I've done with all the research that we put into it and kind of figure out the direction we want to go. First things first, we're going to go over touch base on your social media. That's kind of was your main focus. We're also going to touch base on your website, your Google business profile, as well as some of your competitors, figure out what they're doing, what's working for them, how are they, sustaining jobs all year round, or how they're doing it in the summertime, fall, spring, summertime. That way they can take the winters off, sit back and relax and enjoy their families a little bit more. So jump right into it here. We got your social media Facebook page pulled up. Not a whole lot wrong with it. I see you got Dave. Pleasure to meet you, Dave. Got your email, got your website right here, phone number, where you guys are located in River Falls. You've got 12 5-star reviews. That's great. Always want to get more reviews up. That's a huge, huge, huge thing for consumers. Reviews is everything to people. So definitely want to boost your reviews up. I also see the last time you posted was May 15th. That's been almost 2 months now. So definitely want to post more. I see you kind of running, I think it's a little boosted post here with the sign up button. Great thing to do there. You guys have lots of great photos, so it's definitely something I would definitely keep doing. Maybe even more engagement kind of photos, something a little more pop, to the average person who's just scrolling by. Like, it's cool to see a sparkly floor, but unless that's something you're interested in, then it's probably not something people are going to see. And I mean, with a 5 sort of, post engagement, or 11 post engagement, 11 likes and loves, comments, your post engagements, it's not really helping you out too much. We'd like to see anywhere from 30 to probably even 50 for a smaller business like yourself, especially because what you guys do is super, super cool. But nevertheless, this is just on your Facebook. You had said getting a little bit more on Instagram. Highly recommend. Instagram would be great for your guys' business just because you guys do offer a beautiful product, and that's kind of what Instagram is all about. Beautiful photos, great engagement, things like that. But nevertheless, too, we're also going to jump into your website. Did the research on this, and I'm going to be honest with you, I don't like seeing this. This does not... I get it. You need a website, so you reach out to Google, you say, hey, I want a website. Awesome. They grab your business information, contact, figure out all of the times that you're open, vice versa, things like that. Give you a couple buttons, call now, get quote. But nevertheless, it's just really a one-page website build with your logo. At least it's got your logo. A lot of the times you're going to see a very generalized picture on there. And then they also take your updates that you're posting on your Google business profile. Like you said, you post on this here and there a little bit, which is great. Highly recommend still continuing doing this. But really, this is the only kind of content that you guys have on this website, is because that's all Google does, is they crawl your Google business profile and they update your website with it. But it's not actually generalized good information for, who you guys are. It doesn't display it very well. It doesn't have a lot of pop. It's very... even purple. You guys are a red, white, and blue company, and they've got purple font here for you. So there's just minimal things all across. But nevertheless, it's not really going to rank all that great online and outrank your competitors because it's a Google free business website. You're going to have power just because it's from Google, but we're going to show you kind of figure out what it takes to really beat out your competition online and how to make sure that you're securing more jobs when you guys can do it. So we're going to compare you to another company that we found when I searched online. We actually searched, I'll go back here and show you this. So we search garage floor coating in Stillwater, Minnesota, right? I know you guys are based out of River Falls, but we definitely want to go where the money is, right? So Stillwater might be a good one. There's bigger buildings out there, so it's a larger town, a larger community. So maybe Stillwater, deeper in the cities is probably where you want to go. First thing we see are these Google ads right here. That's a great way to get to the top. Similar to your Facebook ads, you're going to be spending anywhere from $500 to $1,000 on Google ads, and that's one way to do it. But another way, too, is to get in this Google business profile, or the top 3 of the GBP Met Pack, right? So we're going to see 3 locations of different businesses that do garage floor coatings. One thing that we can see is the amount of reviews. So they got 10, 284, and 78. One thing we can do is we can actually look up and see what you guys have. I think you were at 22, if I recall right, with still close to a 5-star review rating, which is great. But definitely want to boost your Google business profile. A few of the ways we can do this is optimizing it in a sense that one, we get those reviews. Two, adding citations to it. A citation is any time that your business name, phone number, email address, location is online, Google issues you a citation for that. So definitely want to get review or citations in there. Also, we can figure out how many citations your competitors have on there, and we definitely want to outnumber them by about 50 or so. That way you've got some wiggle room that if they try to start to catch up and get more citations, that you have enough room to react to it. Photos is also a huge one. You said you do a good amount of photos, and you do have a good amount of photos on there. We want to make sure that our photos are actually geotagged properly. That way they're fully optimized, and Google pushes your business profile to the top 3 spots there, because that generates anywhere from 30 to 40% of your business that actually comes to your doors is through that. People don't want to look very far. So those are a few ways we can really start to boost your Google business profile and continually posting, like I said, on it also. But another way we want to rank for your business is actually down here past this. This is the organic section. And so I'm going to compare you to your top competition in the organic section, which is ccs-mn.com, Professional Concrete Coatings of Minnesota. So we go into their website and we go into your website, and we can compare them on a tool we like to use called Ahrefs. Ahrefs gives us a good basic guideline of kind of where your website sits online when it comes to your UR and your DR rankings. Your DR ranking is going to be way up there because it's a Google website. But it also shows that you have no backlinks connected, you have no referring domains connected. And one thing that we want to have in the content of our website is organic keywords. And you've got zeros all the way across the board just because it's that Google website. They don't really do any proper work for your website. And we're going to compare you to Professional Concrete Coatings. We're going to see the difference in the numbers, right? So once you start to level out this UR and this DR closer to a 1-to-1 ratio, that's really the golden rule, is to have that a 1-to-1. We start to put in backlinks. We start to add those referring domains from those backlinks and really start to boost these organic keywords in the content of your website. The organic traffic goes up like crazy. Traffic value, do not worry about that. That's kind of irrelevant. It doesn't really calculate out properly on this site. But the organic traffic, if you had 327 more people every single month going to your website, what would that do for you? Would you be booked 2 months out, 3 months out, 4 months out? So that's definitely something you want to consider, is really revamping and completely rebuilding that website of yours. Just because those free Google websites don't really do a whole lot for you other than get you a website out there. And putting all the SEO, this is considered SEO, backlinking, the organic keywords, vice versa, into it. Also, another thing too, I was already on your social media profile, and you talked about ads, right? So I want to show you kind of how some of our ads are running right now that we have ran in the past, I should say, not running right now. And so if you were running anywhere from $300 to $800 per post and not really getting good results, that's a huge frustration, and I understand that completely. So what we want to do is that we actually fully customize ads for you based off of whatever target intended you're going for, whether it's booking more jobs, whether it's just maybe getting some more engagement. We don't always want to just push jobs on people. We also want to do things like post engagements, that way people actually get engaged with your website, draw more people to it, like your page, that way you can see more things. But this is just one example of one of the ones we have ran here. So over a 7-day time span, we spent $22.08 for a total of 104 post engagement. It only reached 350 people, so that's a third of the people actually engaged with this post. And it cost us 21 cents. Little different for engagement versus messaging. The messaging costs are usually a little bit higher, but this is definitely something we can get you down on those $12 per message conversations for sure. But definitely having your budget up there is going to be huge for you. The bigger your budget you have, the more engagement and the more reach you're going to have on it. But nevertheless, definitely want to get those numbers down. So just to show you that it is possible to really optimize your ads for you online and really get those customers going in the door. That way, when the cooler seasons start to come about us, we don't want to think about that quite yet, but nevertheless. I also did reach out to a couple of your competitors. If you've gotten this far in the video, awesome. Feel free to leave a like on it. But I also did reach out to a few of your competitors to kind of figure out what they're doing. And if that's something you want to hear more about, I'd be happy to sit down on a phone call, talk a little bit deeper with you, kind of figure out what they're doing, how they're getting through, and maybe a bigger vision for you and your business. So with that being said, Dave over at All American Garage Floor Coatings, I really hope this video helped you and was useful in any way, shape, or form. That's kind of why we create these videos, just for small businesses to get some more information out there. But nevertheless, hope to hear from you soon. Thank you, sir. Have a great day.